He will never stall.
corners, this guy would have been.
It's more twitchy. The shocks aren't as good on this car.
The,
It's actually good that you've experienced both because that car has upgraded chassis from this one.
fair enough. How long is a race in these things? Because in Carolina heat, it stops.
You look great, man. You look good. I'm frustrated that you can't downshift too.
Yeah, I mean,
but
the
you,
gears here are awesome. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah.
yeah,
let's
you
do
look
it.
good in this car. You're moving at a good pace for sure.
This is the one I drove today. That's the SR3. Beautiful. Actually, I drove these two today. The SR3, fantastic machine. Initially, I was looking into the SR8, but the SR3 I think is much more cost effective to run, and it is lighter weight, etc, etc. It's not a V8, it's a 4-cylinder, but still it's going to be fantastic to live with. It's going to be easier to live with, let's just say. And the SR1 is basically the baby brother of the SR3. Not as expensive, not as high-tech materials such as suspension, and instead of a transaxle like this one has, that one's chain driven. So yeah, it's a bit different.
More so than the coupe. I just think it looks really, it's a very pretty car.
They are gorgeous.
Loads of room in them.
I love the carbon seats too.
Yeah. There are only 50 of these in the world, of the Spider. Coupe, there are more. But even the coupe, there won't be, you know, you're in the hundreds.
I don't know what it is, but I prefer the open face. Like I love
the
them.
Spider.
Like, and the air, it's different when you're like on the track and your head's
racing.
moving. It's proper racing, yeah.
And to be honest, you can see everything. You can feel everything. It's like when they won at Thunder Hill, the endurance racing, that was an SR3 1340 which won that. And it was against LMP1 race cars. And the reason is the LMP1s had the roof, and it was horrible conditions, so you got mud.
You can't see anything.
Couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
And the SR1, they were just taking the thing off the helmet and carrying on.
Because I love the way they look. Like I love the vents. I love
Seriously,
the scoop.
I think this is the most beautiful out of all of them.
Heads up, this is the best place to stay if you're coming to Atlanta Motorsports Park, because any other hotel is like 20 minutes or even more away from the track. So yeah, this is the best place.